Let's get Alex's Duster out front. We're just gonna have to move Big Bob a little bit.
Literally the first turn of the key every time. I didn't even step on the pedal. Big Bob.
Okay, Big Bobby is out of the way. Let's get that Duster out of here. Car Fleet, the 263 330s. The Duster, which none of you have seen yet. He ain't a Mopar, I know, but my Buick Wildcat, hefty. The Allison Chalmers. Super B and Big Bob. Roadrunner's in the garage.
This is my 1970 Plymouth Duster. It's a slant 6 car, pretty much all stock still. It is the mini slant 6, so the 198 cubic inches, I think. It's a lemon twist, which is a high impact color car that I think they only did for 1 year. And building a Duster has been one of my dream cars, along with the Dodge Demon. But my dad had one growing up. He had a Spirit of 76 Plymouth Duster, and when I saw a picture that he had one, I just wanted one. But I had a 383 that my mom had gifted me after my father passed away that he was going to use in his 71 Roadrunner, and he ended up buying a Elephant crate engine for it, so I wound up with the 383 727 combo. And so we were going to be building that for this car, and then I got gifted by my grandpa a 440 engine block that he was saving for one of my dad's cars that he had blown through 3 engines on, because my dad was a horsepower crazy guy. He just loved horsepower. And so yeah, this is one of the cars that I've always wanted, and I get to now build with my husband Frank. And
Hell yeah, I'm so excited, babe. All right, well, show the world what you got. I love this car. It's so clean too. There's like zero rust on this thing, other than just a couple little spots on the bottom of the quarters, which is almost always gonna happen on a classic car. But Alex said like all the floor pans, trunk, interior floor pans, everything is super solid on this car.
I spent 3 years chasing this car down by a guy in Salt Lake. A friend of mine in California told me about it, and I went to his property and looked at it one night, and he didn't want to sell it at the time. And then when everybody was hurting for money at the beginning of 2020, I called him up and asked him if he would sell it to me yet, and he finally did. And I know that he didn't want to sell it, but he wouldn't sell it to anyone else but me, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, so this is my 1970 Duster that I'm pretty proud to own.
Hell yeah. Oh, it doesn't have battery? Take it to Big Bob. Okay, the old sewing machine, leaning tower power. Car doesn't like to start on the key, so we got to do it the other Mopar way. Babe's got the key right here. Next time this Duster's back here, it's gonna be a whole different machine. Hey! Hell yeah! Heyo! Listen to that little sewing machine purr. Heck yeah! The trusty Dusty is up and running. That little slant 6 is taking her last little cruise right now. Okay, babes. About to pull her up front. Yank her out. Time to bring her down Hot Rod Alley. Right here, we're just gonna yank that engine out. Just a little walk around the car again. Really clean car. Minimal rust here on the bottom of this passenger quarter. Tiny bit on the bottom of this quarter too, which we will have no issue fixing someday. But with the new engine and trans and everything in this car, it's gonna look so cool even just with the original paint on it. So heck yeah. That's the little Duster. Thing's gonna be mean. Sorry, it's not gonna be mean. It's gonna be nasty.
It's gonna be nasty.
It's gonna be nasty, babe. That's right. Alex is wasting zero time here.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! All right, pull it out.
Yeah.
You can pretty much just pick this one up after taking that crankshaft out at Rogers on your 440, right? It's about the same weight. Heck yeah. A little slanty. Be a very straightforward job. Take out that little dinky radiator. Go ahead and pop out those engine mounts. Disconnect some wiring. Disconnect the bell housing from the transmission. Or we might actually just probably just take it all out in one piece, to be honest. It's pretty easy. So we'll just pop the drive shaft off the end of the transmission and yeah, some wires, a couple engine mounts. We're done for the
Hell
day.
yeah.
Some mac and cheese and we're good for the night.
Could go for some mac and cheese.
What do you think, babe? You doing good so far?
Yeah.
I mean, we're only 2 days into this, so we're back here game planning and thinking about tire size, whether we're gonna tub the car or not, shorten the rear end.
We are.
Well, we are, but to what extent? Alex wants to go with a 20-inch wide tire on this thing, which
18 and a half, babe.
yeah, it's gonna. If we do that, babes, then we gotta take your gas tank out and put you a fuel cell in the trunk, which, you know, can be done. It's a lot more work. And we gotta move your frame rails too and all that stuff. To tub it, have to just got about 3 inches probably from the backside of this tire to the inner ridge here of the wheel well. So we could still probably go with a 12-inch tire and it would look nice and meaty, but we don't have to modify anything. We want to get rid of the leaf springs and just put coilovers on the car. So that'll eliminate having to worry about these being relocated.
12 inches won't even be cool.
Oh, I think that's still pretty cool. All right, well, looks like I'm gonna have to tub this car. Babe wants to go wide.
Who did I marry?
You married Frank Finelli, that's right. A little 7 1/4 rear end is gonna go out. We're gonna get her either 8 3/4 or maybe a 9-inch Ford, but I don't think Alex will allow that to happen. So,
No part or no car.
all right, so we're gonna get an 8 3/4.
Yeah, we're taking it from the 330.
Taken from one of my cars, and that's what you do for your wife. So, underside of this car is really clean. Nothing rusting through in the floor pans. All the frame rails looking really good. So that's why it's, I wouldn't say a shame that we're gonna have to alter them, but hey, it's worth it for the horsepower, baby. Cause my girl wants her car to be nasty.
Nasty.
Nasty. So, all right, 18-inch wide tire.
18 and a half.
Oh, babe.
Burn it.
We're We're
I'm
not
not
skimping.
fucking around.
No, we're not skimping on Babe's duster
We
here.
are building this car in honor of my dad, so
Hell yeah.
we're gonna do it the Michael Randall way.
Yep. Well, then we got to stick a Pro Charger on it too, but
No.
yeah.
Babe,
No, this car's gonna be
let's
nasty.
get to tubbing through so I can fit these 18s. I've actually got a keg, babe.
You do have a keg.
I do have a keg.
You do.
That I got for a fuel cell in a car.
That you do.
So,
It's
but
kind-
we
it's
would have to be filling up every fucking gas station.
We
on the
would.
way to Vegas.
Yeah, because your keg's kind of small, no offense.
It is.
But we could also get you a very nice aftermarket racing fuel cell and put that in your trunk and plumb that.
Like a 20 gallon.
Yeah. So that also means we're going to have to cut out. We don't have to, but for cosmetic reasons, we could eliminate your factory spare tire zone over here. Get rid of your gas tank. Frame rails moved inboard.
I'll probably save weight too.
Yeah, it would. It'll send your ass up a little bit more, and we all know we like ass up on this car because that's high enough.
It's not high enough right now.
It ain't
though.
high enough though.
I'm gonna put some air in it.
Yeah. All right, babe.
It's time for bed.
Time for bed. Let's go get some dinner. We're done thinking for the night. I always like to tell Alex, when you're so tired working on cars, you reach that point in the night where you're not working on shit anymore. You just kind of stare at stuff and just like dream at it, which isn't helpful. You gotta project and like plan what you want to do, but nonetheless, you like inside you, you know it. You still want to be working the car, but you just physically don't have it in you anymore. So it's about that time. Let's
Yeah,
go
we've
get some
been at
dinner.
it for like 10 hours now.
Yeah, it's a pretty solid day. 12 hours, 13 hours.
8 hours.
Well, anyway, we'll see you guys tomorrow.